Yeah, hi guys, welcome back. And you know what this is? This is actually the last day of August, and I was not going to let this go. I have spent a little bit, around an hour now, trying to grind Terranigma, and now we are going to beat the game. I know this is my day off, I know that, but I couldn't let it lie. I was a little bit too. I woke up and I was like, no, no, I'm not gonna do this. And also because I have OCD, this is the last day. Yeah, it's the 31st, so we're gonna do this. I actually had a lot of luck. I found a sweet spot to grind, so we are going to do this now. Let's go. I figured 10 levels would be enough, so I effectively ground 10 levels. So now I'm level 37, as you can see. And we are going to go into this. And you know what? I don't even have a full stack of large bulbs. Oh, actually I do. Oh yeah, but I don't have, look at my life. 176, so we actually need to use these, just to max out the HP. And look at the amount of gold that I have. That gold was accumulated by grinding. Yeah. And we have already seen everything here, so yeah, so this is actually my day off, but I just wanted to do this. I'm actually going to a crayfish party or event in 1 hour or two, so I just wanted to do this real quick before we're done, or before I fix myself up. Yeah, we've already seen all of this. Okay. I think I could have just gone straight down. I was so disappointed last night, so I felt like, you know what? It is still August. It is August 31st. I want to do this. I want to do this within the summer still. So, you know, yeah, we're gonna do this. But, to be honest, I don't think this is gonna be that difficult now. I've seen the amount of HP damage that I inflict during a crit when I ground my levels. I think we're pretty powerful now. Which is sad, actually, because either you're under-leveled or you're over-leveled, and it just goes to show how difficult it is for game developers to sort of predict what level you're gonna be at. That's why you really should have a scaling level system. There's no point in, like, having to grind levels constantly. Yeah, okay, so this is the part where the Elder tells us that all the crystal blue in the sky is the souls of the people or whatever. It's actually a touching story that I'm really having a hard time to follow. But right now I just want to beat the boss and I want to see what happens afterward. And as I said, I got really lucky. I found a sweet spot in Baruga's lab where I managed to... I found a place where there were like 2 robots and 3 cubes. So I constantly entered and exited, and leveled up or grounded. Took about 50 minutes going from level 27 to 37. But in my estimation, it actually it went pretty quickly. And you know what, guys? This is actually a total deja vu from last year when we did Secret of Mana and I got pissed off at the last boss. And then the day after, I had calmed down. Like, I rage quit and then I calmed down. And then I did what I had to do, like a man, stepping up. And, like, I had to swallow it. I had to just do what I had to do. And then you go through it. But I still say that, you know, level grinding is a tedious chore, and it sort of takes the fun out of the gameplay. It's weird though. He says like light and shadow shall become as one. What are we fighting for? Like, what are we fighting against for that to not happen? But I mean, isn't that a good thing if they like unite? I mean, it's the story is really difficult to follow. It's like probably the most difficult story that I've tried to follow of all, you know. All right, let's start the fight. Yeah, look at that. Yesterday I took like 65 damage from Gaia's rage. Now I take like 9, 11 hit points worth of damage from each hit. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit overpowered at this part. But yeah, 2 hits, boom, gone. And this is weird. It actually always takes this long. I can't do anything. Like, I'm hitting every button now. It just takes this long. It's very odd before we move on into the next phase. So I've calculated this. I think it takes about... It's going to take about 20 hits now from the slicing move, the skewering move, or piercing move. And that's kind of... okay. Basically, Gaia doesn't stand a chance now. Or Dark Gaia, sorry. One, two. Oh, okay. Oh! I stand corrected. It might even take less. Normal attacks seem to do more damage than skewering attacks. Okay, so let's try that. Yeah, he's... I don't even think I need to use like a... I don't even think I need to use one large bulb. Maybe one, but... Look. And that just goes to show how piss poor of a the level grinding system is. Defeated Dark Gaia. How quickly did that go? Like, a voice echoed in Ego's head. Alright, let's just update the achievement list down there. It was the same voice he heard at the hero's grave. Alright, so it's my own voice, apparently. It is finally over. Dark Gaia's powers are sealed. Who is that? Who are you? Me? I'm your original in the light side. Dark Gaia created you to rule the planet as his own. Oh, really? Okay. Give us some exposition now that we can understand. He made you by copying me when he was first sealed. No, not just you. The village of Krista, too. Okay? Above ground, you saw a village identical to it. Yeah, Storcombe. The world runs on a balance of light and dark. You came to realize that... Yeah. Okay. The darkness has passed. Our work is done. Let us return to our respective worlds. Okay. What's that mean? Am I going back to the underworld and you're going back to the surface? Or... I don't know. Yeah, this seems to be the underworld because it's crystal blue in the air. So this is my hometown. Even if I have a grand home with no one to share, it's meaningless. With no one to share, it is meaningless. Come to think, Elle outside lost her village too. Lost her fellow villagers and her parents were killed. That's why she said she lost her ability to speak. Maybe she could share the village with him in the underworld. I can feel the pain that she went through. I had no idea that having no place to go home to is so empty and lonely. Oh, Yomi.
What's the matter? You seem down.
Yeah. I wonder what I've been fighting for. That's the question I've been asking throughout this entire game, basically. I was told by the Elder to resurrect the world, so I went above ground. Yes, the world was resurrected, and civilization developed. But that was all the Elder, Dark Gaia's plan. I can't help but feel I brought bad luck upon this planet.
I didn't think Ego had that kind of sense of duty. But you did fulfill your duty of creating heaven and earth. So you're what humans would call a god. Where there's a world with living beings, bad things will always happen. But on the other side of bad, there's an equal number of good. Anyway, Ego, I enjoyed traveling with you.
Wait. Okay. Aren't you the good, Yomi? Yomi? You're actually a good guy.
What? You just found out now?
Yomi, let me ask you something. You came along with me on my entire journey. You even stood by... Wait, are we accepting that he is speaking on behalf of bad Yomi now? Didn't he disappear? You even stood by and helped me on my final... It's still confusing. This story is all over the place. It's an epic story, and I can feel that it is a good story because the narrative is pretty cool and the characters are cool, but it's still a story that just goes way over my head. I don't get it. Humans stood by and helped me on my final battle. I never asked you this, but what exactly are you?
Oh, is that all?
Oh, he's probably the good side, like the god or something.
Ego, up to now you've met countless living things, right? Birds, four-legged animals, even mermaids with flipper tails. All living things evolved the way they are now from one creature. Before evolution started, they all looked like me.
Okay. What a twist.
Humans evolved to stand on 2 feet so they could use tools. Now they're relying more and more on machines. Maybe humans will evolve to my style again.
So Yomi might be our future.
Okay, later, Ego. I've got to get going.
What? Where are you going, Yomi?
Back to sleep. I'll be back when someone strays from the flock like Ego. Later. Farewell, brother.
Okay. Can you hear me? Oh, it's probably... Yeah. Oh, I am light, Gaia, the soul of the surface world. With Dark Gaia's defeat, Krista and the underworld will disappear. Oh, really? The surface world will gradually return to normal. You are the hero who appears when the earth is in danger. In you flow both the blood of light Gaia and dark Gaia. But you're no longer needed, you know? Yeah, your duty is now finished. Your body will soon disappear. Well, thanks very much. I basically created a world, heaven and earth. Okay, maybe that's what happened to God. He created everything and then he disappeared because he was no longer needed. Just today, go enjoy your final happy time in Krista in peace. Okay. Ego, what's the matter? You were tuned right out. What? Sorry, I was just thinking. Oh, is this gonna be some AI thing where the aliens end the movie by giving him a day that's sort of like is supposed to be an epic day that may never end, but it's gonna end, but you know, like... Hey, Ego. I think happiness is just being able to loaf without stress. What? Possibly. I don't know. Alright, let's talk to everybody in this village before we disappear, apparently. Hello, Ego. You're looking uncommonly serious. Well, if you're quiet, there's one less worry for me. El's weavings are endowed with a special power evoking happiness. I wonder if I'm becoming an artisan weaver like El. Yeah, okay, they're all probably gonna say the same. Let me just make sure. Yeah, okay. We have to make nice clothes so people can enjoy them. If you only knew that this world is gonna disappear in a day. We're waiting for El to finish work. Let's play, Ego. Mom said boys and girls are bound by a promise from an earlier life. Ego, are you going to be friends with El forever? Oh, hold on. Okay.
I get this feeling I worked like this a long time ago, but that's okay. I do this job because I like it. This bill is well made. I wonder what genius thought it up.
Oh, they're basically saying the same thing they always said. They're not saying anything new, but nevertheless, let's still talk to everybody. I wish I could jump high like Ego. Woo! Playing a little bit with the kids. Homemade vegetables taste great. The crops I cared so much for have my love and life invested in them.
Isn't Crystal Blue pretty? Look at that. There's someone that looks like Elle.
Oh, yeah. Can we still go in here? Merchant. What? Magirock? Ego, what is that? We don't carry anything like it. Yeah, now we actually don't need to buy anything. Stop it. However small a tool, it's made to be useful to people. It's the same with people. There isn't a single person that is unnecessary. Very true. Very profound statement. Just dangling a hook and line, I can make the days stretch out. Ego, why don't you join me fishing? Yeah, sure, if I had a rod and line and hook. Check the fortune teller as well.
Oh, a new world is about to start. What will happen?
Oh yeah, that's to signify that the end of the game is near and we have no idea what's going to happen, you know. There's nothing more to predict.
Let's play.
Kids should be active, so what if they break a few things? Exactly, give me some apples. Thank you. Crystal Blue is in the air, but I'm going out anyway. You do that. Well, the fortune teller was saying this pool reflects the future, but the pool shows nothing at all. It doesn't even reflect me. Yeah, what do you think that means? I think we're done here. I think it's about time we rested. I think we've spoken to everybody here. We only have the Elder's house left. Ego, something about you has changed. You noticed that, did you? Ego, are you hungry? Just wait, I'll make you a good dinner. Okay, for just once, for old time's sake. Oh, she didn't react. What was the point of her reacting in the beginning? That was a needlessly interactive mechanic for the game. I mean, it didn't have any consequences or anything. Look at that. Crystal blues reflected in Ego's eyes. Yo, Ego, I'll wake you up. Ooh, the hot couple. Okay, let me see if I can... You know what? It's probably that I'm supposed to go to bed. So I'm not going to try that yet. What, that blue door? That's always been a broom closet. Are you alright, Ego? Oh, I'm going to have to check that. Yesterday was a peaceful day, like any other day like today, tomorrow. What? The Elder? There's no such person here. Ego, are you dreaming? Everything started from this room. I wonder if the Elder planned everything when he sent me up. I resurrected civilization in Baruga and dyed Earth in darkness. I should have been killed by machines when Baruga was awakened. But I didn't die. I was resurrected by Kumari and all living things. I met the other me and I realized my destiny. Okay. Oh, I can't actually open the door. Can we leave? I want to check on everything, so I'm actually gonna save state here. No, we can't leave anymore. Look at that. Yeah, the entrance is gone. Alright. They're making so that we can live out our final day in Krista. And I'm guessing the end comes when we go to sleep, because that signifies the passing of the day. I think we're about done here. Alright. So, it's actually poetic. The game, it's ironic and poetic at the same time. The game stops where it started, like at the same exact spot where we woke up, where we started the game. The same bed, the same location, the same start, the same end. Alright. Thanks, guys. Here we go. The game should end now. We shouldn't start over. Oh, good. Okay. Ego, do you hear me? I have something important to say. Okay. There's a lot of dialogue in this game, and I love dialogue. I love the story, heavy things, but even for me, it's a really heavy thing. I tried to kill you as a baby in Storcom. In Krista, the Elder's word was absolute. But seeing you grown up, I understand now. We are all individuals. It's important to live naturally. Krista will be gone soon. But if we are bound by fate, we will meet again, in time, somewhere. Ego, until then, goodbye, for just a little while. Okay, so we all will disappear now. They're trying to make it as emotional as it was when Koholint disappeared in Link's Awakening. That had me in tears, actually. I'm not ashamed to say it. But I was like, what, 11, 12 years old. I love those kind of tragic, happy endings. Ego fell into a deep sleep. And Ego dreamt his last dream. And he never again woke up. Basically, you know. It was a dream of becoming a bird and seeing the world grown older. Why do you have to be so slow with the text now? Seeing the world grown older. Oh, are we gonna see what the world turns out? How the world turns out? Achievement unlocked. Beat the game. Cool. All right, we're gonna. All right, it's a credit thing. I'm just gonna refresh the achievement list down below. Okay, final thoughts while we're watching the credit scene. Terranigma, it was a game that I was always curious about. I had played it when I was younger, but I got like halfway through the game. about halfway through. Um, and I was really intrigued by it. Now that I've played it and beat it, I still say I maintain that it is a good game. It is a really good game. But there are some flaws, but not from a gameplay stand. Oh, okay. Oh, I take that back. I was gonna say not in the same way as with Secret of Mana, but Secret of Mana, it's actually the same because of the stupid level grinding. That it is supposed to be implied that you have to stay in the dungeons and go back to the dungeons and spend a week monster bashing so that you will actually have a chance against the final boss. Same thing with Secret of Mana, which is like the item levels. And Terranigma actually has an extra piece of an extra flaw, if you will, and that is the fact that the story is a little bit confusing. Oh, they've invented trains. Cool. We are now seeing the world like the contemporary world. Cool. I wonder if they're gonna show like just modern things, or if we're gonna go like sci-fi into the future. I don't know. But I maintain that this game is really, really, really good. But it is also, as with any JRPG, flawed. But if you can get past that, it is actually a pretty profound experience. In a way, I kind of feel like that this game tries to be more than what it can be, and that expresses itself in different ways. Parts of it being that it is flawed, but also that you get that same emotional reaction at certain points in the game. So it's an epic game, both in a good way and a bad way. Oh, look at this. Okay, yeah, we don't have that, so I'm thinking they're gonna go sci-fi here. I mean, we do have aircrafts, but we don't have that. So we get to see the future, actually. I wonder if we get to see what the future looks like for humanity, like how we look like genetically. I don't think they're gonna go that far, though. But in a way, this game also works as a metaphor for life. You know, you play the game for a while, and then you beat it, you disappear. That's just the way life works. You are born. You start out like in a bed, like you get born, and then you grow and you explore the world, or you build things. You grow up, and then you basically disappear. So this game is actually a metaphor for life. You have this short amount of time on Earth, so make sure that you do the best. You make the best of it, the little time that you have, because when you're gone, you're never gonna see this again. So it's like it's very profound, as I said. I love that word, profound. Oh, look at this. Yeah, the world sure has grown. This is not a world for a bird right now. Okay, that is pretty cool. I mean, it looks pretty awkward when they try to make an isometric town in a Mode 7 flat landscape with skyscrapers and whatnot. I mean, you clearly see that it looks bad, but at the same time it's pretty cool that they made it. Oh, we didn't spend enough, as much time at that. Oh! Whoa, Jesus, he almost crashed into a skyscraper. Going back to the jungle now. Yeah. This was, and I'm very happy that I actually managed to beat this game within the confines of the actual summer. You know, having slight case of OCD, it really just gets that final nail into the coffin. It's all neat. It's perfect. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this during the autumn. I don't have to. I don't have any loose threads here. Finally, this was, you know, self-contained, and that's only because I actually did it now when I was supposed to have my day off. But it's still August, so it counts, you know. Tomorrow is September 1st, and when this is over, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen tomorrow, or rather, reiterate what's going to happen tomorrow. Oh, we get back here? What? What's going on? Coming! Do I need to do something? Who could it be at this time? It's almost midnight. Who is it? Wait, what? Oh, they did that. Oh, that's sort of like an Inception ending. Like, okay, okay. Like, was it Ego? I mean, yeah, probably. But they didn't show him. That was pretty cool. I like that. I like that. Just ripping away the final closure, but you can like guess that it was Ego. You know. Alright, guys, that's it. Alright, yeah, let's close and let's move over there. Yeah, that was it then. Finally, the last episode of Terranigma, we still got it within the time limit, so I really feel good about that. As disappointed as I was last night, I feel just as good today. So, yeah. It's just too bad that they had to implement that stupid level grinding thing, because, you see, I got, like, what was it, like 5 hits on Dark Gaia 2, and then he died. It was like, wait a minute. So there really is, like, an optimal level where you are sufficiently challenged, but at the same time, you do have a reasonable chance to take him down. So really, you should have always stayed at that level, or the game should have brought you to that level when you got to the final boss. There's no need for being overpowered or under-leveled, you know? There needs to be a balancing system. There always needs to be a balancing system. Alright, guys. Well, that's it. And you know what I'm going to do now? I think you know what I'm going to do now. Look at this. Goodbye, Super Nintendo Summer! Boom. Because now, ladies and gentlemen, we are entering autumn. And that means 1st of September is coming up tomorrow. And the 1st of September means, basically, that tomorrow we are going to raffle off Stream Boss requests. That is right. And let's take a look at the Stream Boss request list, where we have the amount. Yeah, we have 3 Stream Boss requests that are vacant. Wafting Fart, 5th of April, missed his window. Fortifier, 6th of June, missed his window. And Large Richard Energy, 7th of August, missed his window as well. So, tomorrow, we are going to be raffling off those 3 Stream Boss requests. Now, you need to be a follower to be qualified, but that's easy enough to do. And you need to be in the chat tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. GMT plus 1. That is Sunday, September 1st tomorrow, 8 o'clock p.m. GMT plus 1. and that's Swedish time. And I think you have to actually have sort of like written in chat for the winner command to be eligible. I think. I'm not really sure how that goes, but I think so. Um, but yeah, so if you want to have the power to determine one of the NES games that I'm going to have to play, or maybe even all three of them, be sure to be there tomorrow, Sunday 1st at 8 p.m. And a stream boss, of course, I can put in this as well, just to remind people that a stream boss request is the ability to choose an NES or SNES game for Ego. I should really edit that now because Super Nintendo Summer is over, so I need to edit that. I'm gonna do that right now, actually, just for just to make sure that it is of the correct information. Let's see here. Nightbot. Nightbot, yes. Login, yes. Login, thank you, yes. Oh my god, I'm hungry now. Let's see. Commands, yes. Custom. 8-bit fun day, no. Boss request, there we go. Okay, there we go. Stream boss request is the ability to choose an NES game for Egobyte to play, or to play during 8-bit fun day. Requests are granted when you manage to become the new stream boss by killing off, through killing off, by killing off the current boss through doing things like following, subscribing, cheering, etc. Oh yeah, that should suffice. Okay, good. Everyone, perfect. All right, let's try out the new command, shall we? Boss request. Yes, there we go. A stream boss request is the ability to choose an NES game for Egobyte to play during 8-bit fun day. This is still a little bit too much text, apparently. Requests are granted when you manage to become the new stream boss by killing off the current boss through doing things like following, or through things like following. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's let's do that. Let's do that. Man, I always have to open up several tabs when we go through this. Nightbot. Come on, I was already logged in. Oh, yeah, okay, good. Commands, custom, boss request. There we go. I don't need to put the doing there. Through things like following, subscribing. There we go. Okay, updated. Perfect. Now, let me check one last time. Stream boss request is the ability to choose an NES game for Egobyte to play during 8-bit fun day. Requests are granted when you manage to become the new stream boss by killing off the current boss through things like following, subscribing, cheering, etc. One request per new boss, and if a boss doesn't make a selection within a week, selection will be raffled off in the live chat. Now, that little within a week part, we didn't adhere to that during Super Nintendo Summer. I kind of wanted to. I kind of had sort of like a vague idea that I was going to raffle them off during like the end of Super Nintendo Summer. So that is what we're going to do tomorrow. So make sure you be there. Games listed in the My Games section are not eligible for requests as they have already been played. Perfect, and I'm actually going to have to add Terranigma to that list now. And also, oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, I need to get ready. I'm going to a party now. But yes, guys, I want to thank you for joining me this Super Nintendo Summer. Super Nintendo Summer 2019 is now officially closed and over. Tomorrow we are going to go into autumn and we are going to do 8-bit Fun Day with Gremlins 2 as requested by Frepson8. And of course, there is also going to be a week after tomorrow where I am officially on vacation. So next week I'm not going to be streaming at all. But tomorrow, again, make sure you be there at 8 o'clock because we are going to raffle off 3 stream boss requests. Don't miss it. You be there or you be square. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. Take care. And remember to keep the retro legacy alive. I'm EagleBite83 wishing you the best. Goodbye and good day.